Hi there, folks. Welcome to video number 7 of our 1-year video series on ownership of a Mercedes Benz product out of warranty. This is my 2011 E550 4MATIC, and I regret to inform you that we have actually encountered our second problem in a row. On our last video, we had an update that showed a battery failure, which obviously is very common and really doesn't have anything to do with Mercedes-Benz specifically, but nevertheless it was an issue. Now this one is Mercedes-Benz specific, and this is kind of disappointing, but we're gonna see if we can get to the problem and get it repaired. Now this command system that Mercedes uses has a control, what you would call a mouse or a joystick down here, and this will actually control some of the navigation features and some of the audio system features that you'll see up here on the display. So you can see right now we're on a satellite radio station, and one of the ways that you can change the station is to use this rotary dial to turn it counterclockwise or clockwise to change stations. So we'll take a look at what the problem is here. I'm going to go ahead and spin it to see if we can change stations. Uh-oh. Do you see what's going on here? No matter which way I turn it, it's staying on the same station. So this just happened a couple of days ago. Now I can still use the functions to the left or to the right, and that'll change the stations also. So you can see we still have some functions, but the rotary dial itself doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. So I've said before, I don't want to turn any of these videos into an impromptu how-to session, because I don't want these videos to be 20 or 30 minutes long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart, and I'm hoping that since some of the features are still working with the joystick, using anything except for the rotary knob to change stations, I'm hoping that there's something else going on in here, and that it's not just a bad unit, because like I said, it does still have some features that are working. It just seems to be that rotary dial itself that's not. So we're going to take this apart, and we'll see if we can find out what's going on in here. Alright guys, as you can see, what I've got here is a broken shaft that used to be one piece and controls the rotary action of that knob. So basically what's happening is the upper part's spinning and the lower part's doing nothing. So it's a mechanical fix. I've ordered this off of eBay. This is $13, guys, so it's actually a really cheap, easy fix. But we're going to put a little dielectric grease on each end of that new metal shaft. The old one's plastic, so this one should outlast the rest of the car, I would imagine. And we'll put a little dielectric grease on there to make sure that it's nice and smooth, most likely for the rest of its existence. And we'll see if that took care of our problem. Alright folks, quick update before it goes back together. You can see that the new joystick shaft is installed. Everything seems to fit fine. So we're going to put this back together and see if our problem is resolved. Okay folks, here's the conclusion of our repair. You can see that we're all back together. All this center console is completely reassembled. You can see that we are on 90s at 9. I'm going to turn this one click clockwise. You can see we are now on Pop 2K. Now we'll go back counterclockwise. There we are back on 90s at 9, 80s on 8, so on and so forth. You can see that all of our functions are restored. So we can now scroll through all of the features of the command system. just as we could before this broke. Guys, I'm not going to say that this is a simple repair. It's very tedious, it's very time consuming, because you're dealing with a lot of small, intricate, delicate parts. But that's not to scare you away from it. It's not an advanced repair. It's just tedious, and you have to be very careful. When disassembling some of these trim pieces, they are a little bit of a fight. When removing this outer ring, it is a bit of a fight. You just have to be very, very patient. If you don't have a good set of precision screwdrivers, you'll want them. You'll need a bunch of torque screwdrivers. If you don't have those, I believe the T15 and T10s are probably most common on this. I don't know if I used anything else or not, but it's not a difficult repair, but it is, you have to be patient and diligent, and you have to be very careful. You don't want to break this stuff. That's the whole point of me showing you guys, some of these troubleshooting videos and repairs. Even though I'm not outlining how to fix it, again, I want to avoid making these videos 20 to 30 minutes long. There are videos out there if you need assistance on how to do this. Just the main thing is just be very, very patient. But the reason why I show you guys some of this is to know that these cars don't have to be extremely expensive to repair. This was probably a situation where if a typical owner would have had this command system issue, they might have dropped it off at Mercedes Benz and said, "Here, I need you to troubleshoot this and fix it." And they might have ended up spending a few or several $100s trying to get this fixed. I don't know. I never called them. So maybe some of you know, but this is something where, just basic troubleshooting. If you know that all of the functions are still working on that joystick, and the only ailment is the rotary knob, then there's probably something going on in there mechanical that you can repair. And there it was just this broken plastic shaft, and for $13 off eBay and about 45 minutes to an hour of my time, we're fixed. So hopefully if you guys encounter this in the future, don't panic. It's not always as bad as it seems. So we're all set. Other than that, car's doing great. We will be back next month, and hopefully we'll have some snow flying by then, and I'll let you guys know how this all-wheel drive system works, the Mercedes Benz 4MATIC system. So here's to hoping for some white stuff before Christmas, and I'll get back to you guys before then. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.